Friends and victims. The shoreline of the mainland was a blur of gray silt and salt-crusted driftwood. Sarah stumbled onto the damp sand, her lungs burning, the air of the island still clinging to her clothes like a shroud of damp wool. She didn't stop until her heels hit the pavement of the marina parking lot, where the fluorescent hum of a single street lamp fought a losing battle against the encroaching night. Her reflection in the side mirror of a nearby sedan was a stranger. Her skin was deathly pale, blood smeared in a jagged smear across her throat where Jack had grazed her. Her eyes, wide and frantic, darted toward the dark silhouette of the island sitting heavy on the lake. Rachel. Sarah gripped the edge of the driver's side door until the metal groaned under her fingers, not the fingers of a human girl, but the grip of something that had tasted the void. The raw, jagged sensation of her own hunger pulsed in time with her heartbeat, a rhythmic reminder that she was no longer breathing. She turned away from the lake. The island was a tomb, but it was also the anchor. She couldn't leave Rachel there. Not after what she'd seen, the way the shadows had coiled around their friend, the way Mark's teeth had sunken into that delicate, pale neck. Sarah? The voice came from the edge of the shadows. It was Shelley, her face illuminated by the flickering yellow light of the parking lot. Beside her, Amanda and Stefan were huddled, their expressions a mixture of confusion and burgeoning dread. They had been waiting for the signal, for the all-clear that never came. "We have to go," Sarah said, her voice sounding strange to her own ears, raspy, resonant, and hollow. "The boat. We need to go back." Stefan stepped forward, his eyes widening as he took in the state of her. "Sarah? You're bleeding. What the hell happened out there? Where's Rachel?" "She's trapped," Sarah snapped, her hand instinctively moving to the side of her neck. The wound was already closing, knitting together with a sickening, wet friction. "We didn't find a ghost. We found something else. Something that doesn't belong here. We called the cops," Amanda whispered, clutching her cell phone like a lifeline. "They said it was a prank. Nobody's coming out to a private island for a haunting, Sarah." "Good," Sarah hissed. The thought of human law enforcement, men with flashlights and pistols, trying to confront the entities that lurked in that house made her blood turn to ice. They would only be slaughterhouse fodder. "We don't need them. We need weapons. Anything that burns, anything that cuts." She pushed past them, her movements fluid and predatory, a grace she hadn't possessed an hour ago. She felt the environment differently now, the hum of the electricity in the poles, the scurrying of rats under the dumpster, the faint, metallic scent of terror sweating off her friends. She could smell their adrenaline. It was sweet. It was intoxicating. "Don't," she warned herself, closing her eyes and grinding her teeth. "They are friends. They are not food." "Sarah, you're scaring us," Shelley said, backing away. "You look different." "I am different," Sarah said, turning to face them. She caught her own reflection in the hood of a car again. The pupils were elongated, the irises a swirling, unnatural crimson. "We all are, if we stay here. But if we want to save her, you need to listen to me. There is a darkness on that island that consumes everything it touches. If we don't act now, Rachel won't be coming back as the girl we know." Stefan looked at the dark water, then at the girl who had been his classmate only a few hours ago. He didn't see the fear in her anymore. He saw a desperate, dangerous resolve. "What do we do?" "We get the supplies," Sarah replied, the cold authority in her voice brooking no argument. "Gasoline. Flare guns. Anything silver if you can find it. And then, we go back into the mouth of hell." She looked back at the island. Somewhere in that rotting house, Rachel was being unmade. And as Sarah felt the strange, new power humming beneath her skin, she realized that the hunt wasn't over. It had only just begun. The island was the starting line, but the nightmare was ready to spread, and she would be the one to hold the line, or burn it all down trying.